everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mila, you're at Alexandrian Archives. Welcome or welcome back. I hope you enjoy your stay. Today we're doing, as everyone else on BookTube, if you've been living under a rock. Hello, welcome to BookTube. This is what we do every June. This happens. It is the mid-year book freakout tag, and I'm doing it today with the help of my trusty dusty Kobo. Not sponsored, but Kobo, please sponsor me. I am begging you. So I have the questions here. I will leave them down below as well as in the comments, so you can just copy and paste and then leave your answers. So, the first book. Best book read so far, and I am indecisive as hell. So you're going to get several of the best books I read so far. So we have A Crane Among Wolves, which my computer's sitting on right now, so I don't have access to it. A Crane Among Wolves by June Her, which is a murder and mystery historical fiction set in Joseon Dynasty, Korea. Will I be able to link the Crane Among Wolves? I think so. Review. I do have a book signing vlog for it. I know that for sure because that's out right now as I'm filming it. So, Crane Among Wolves by June Her, Foul Days, which is Slavic folklore, by Genevieve Vadimova, Judas Blossom by Stephen Aryan, which chronicles the Mongol invasion of the Persian Empire and follows 4 different POVs, and The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. Because if The Poppy War doesn't appear on my best books of list, I am being held hostage. The next question is best sequel. Now, I do read ARC, so it's gonna be a little bit of a cheat here. Monstrous Nights by Genevieve Vadimova, which is the sequel to Foul Days. It's out in like October, and when you're watching this video, I believe that even Foul Days isn't even out yet, so I'm definitely cheating here, but Monstrous Nights was one of the best sequels. Another one I have is Good Girl, Bad Blood. I do like this one more than A Good Girl's Guide to Murder and more than As Good as Dead. This one just had me in a chokehold. I do have an individual book review for that one as well, which also ties in with As Good as Dead. They're in one video, because I did read them one after the other, so I decided to group them together when it comes to the video. Why do I look like I'm wearing fancy pajamas? I don't know if I'm giving you guys this vibe, like I'm wearing fancy pajamas. My husband. You guys get what I mean? I hope you guys are getting what I mean. I think it's the blue, like, sort of highlights everything, and it's just like the peacock-ish design. Anyways, moving on. The next one is number 3, new release you haven't read but want to. I decided to put down 5 Broken Blades by May Cortland, I believe this is pitched. I heard Carrie from Carrie Can Read talk about this book and said that it is like a 5-star for fans of Six of Crows, and it's giving East Asian, sort of Korean history, fantasy vibes, so I'm definitely gonna get to that. Yeah, I'll get to it eventually. The next question is, so number 4 is most anticipated for second half. Gilgamesh by Emily H. Wilson, which is the... it's over there. It's on the other bookshelf. It is the sequel, the second book, to Inanna by Emily H. Wilson, which chronicles the heroes, the characters from the Epic of Gilgamesh, so ancient Mesopotamia. It is also... no, that's a lot. Inanna is the June book club pick. So, there you go. This Fatal Kiss by Alicia Jasinka, I don't remember. This is Polish, Slavic folklore, with a romance, and I believe there's a polyamorous relationship. So this is my boyfriend, this is my boyfriend's boyfriend. You know, oh, sorry, no. This is my husband, this is my husband's boyfriend. Something like that. You guys know the meme, right? For She Is Wrath by Emily Varga. I believe that's her. This is Pakistani Monte Cristo, Count of Monte Cristo, and I'm reading Count of Monte Cristo right now, and it is a banger, so I'm sure that For She's Wrath is going to be a banger as well. And the last one is The Phoenix Keeper, which I'm actually reading right now! I'm filming this in advance, so when you're watching this, it'll be later during the month, but I'm filming this in advance, so it is the 2nd of June, and I'm reading it. Like, it's actually pretty good, so definitely put it on your radar. Yeah, the next one is question 5, biggest disappointment. The Pink Book that I read. Girl Goddess Queen. I mean, I didn't expect it to be 5 stars, but I expected there to be some sort of continuity in terms of her lore. Map of the Otherland. I didn't hate this one. I do think that Heather Fawcett missed in a couple of areas. I did give it a pretty high rating, but I think I'm going to lower it a little bit. Maybe to like a 4.25, maybe bordering a 3.75. I think we're going to lower it to 3.75. I'm not too sure yet. We will see. The next one is, and the last one is To Cage a God by Elizabeth May. Too many spice scenes? It's not spicy, okay, but I didn't enjoy reading the spice scenes. I wanted to get back to the fantasy aspect. It was solid, but not 5-star worth. I was a little disappointed, but I digress. Number 6, biggest surprise. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies was probably the biggest surprise because I tend to avoid TikTok and BookTok and Bookstagram and BookTube popular books like the plague. Actually, no, that's a lie. BookTok is definitely the worst of it. So on the bottom of the pyramid, we have BookTok. Bookstagram is in the middle, and BookTube comes out on top because there are very few number of booktubers that I trust when it comes to book recs. So, and I saw Leonie from the book Leo read Emily Wilde, and she said that she really enjoyed it, and I was like, I'm gonna trust this woman. So I trusted her, and she did not let me down. The second book, but I actually didn't see her thoughts, her reviews for the second book, so that's completely outside of Leonie's influence. And A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. My cousin started reading this because she got the box set for Secret Santa. And this is the cousin that doesn't read. Her name's Danaya. I love her to bits. And she started texting me updates. And I'm just like, shall I? And then I ended up, the funny thing is, I ended up downloading the UK edition. And then I ended up listening to it on audio with the US version. And then at one point I was reading it and listening to it because it just works for my brain like that. And I was like, I didn't even notice until a TikTok popped up that the 2 editions were different. So, yeah. Anyways. Fun story time. Number 7, new favorite author. Stephen Aryan, Genevieve Adimova, A.B. Pornick. Stephen Aryan wrote The Judas Blossom, and I have The Blood Dim Tide. I have an e-arc of it. Stares at me in the face every time I open that galley. Genevieve Adimova wrote Foul Days, good lord. Foul Days and Monstrous Nights, and A.B. Pornick wrote Where the Dark Cancel, which my computer, once again, is on, so I can't get to it. Newest, question number 8 is newest fictional crush. Wendell from Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Emily Wilde is stronger than me. I am not strongest shoulder because I would have fallen for Wendell so fast and so hard. Like, Emily Wilde is stronger than me. And Daehyun from Quarrying Among Wolves. I love this man so much. He needs therapy and a hug. So, yeah. The next question is number 9, which is the newest favorite character. Daehyun from Quarrying Among Wolves. Asin from Foul Days, and Zizi from Darker by 4 by Jun Seol Tan. The next question is, so number 10, books that made you cry. I don't cry when it comes to books, so I'm going to say books that almost made you cry, and I'm going to say Quarrying Among Wolves and Where the Dark Stands Still. Where the Dark Stands Still because of the last line. If you know, you know. Quarrying Among Wolves, the whole book. Just the whole book. Actually, no. There's a specific point, if you know what I'm talking about. There's a specific point. Okay? There's a specific point. If you know what I'm talking about. Question number 11 is a book that made you happy. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies is one that made me very happy, although there was too much song. So, but it was very cute. I liked it. Number 12, book to movie adaptation. I don't think I watched any book to movie adaptation because they're all terrible nowadays, and I don't trust them. So, I guess does Percy Jackson count because it did go into January? Seems so long ago. I don't know. So I guess Percy Jackson. That's it. I can't remember anything else that I watched. That was a book to movie adaptation that I even remotely liked. The next one is most beautiful book you've bought. I bought the Indigo edition of The Sword of Kaigen by Emma Wong. And then I also have, they're not special editions, but my grandmother brought over 2 of my great granddad's books, and they are so precious to me. So I would have to say those. I will put a picture up of the books. And 14 is what books do you need to get to? All of them. All the books, probably, that you see on my shelf, I need to get to. Most of the book club picks I do need to get to, especially the first several months, because I just never ended up finishing them. I finished some of them. Okay, I finished the January pick. I finished I finished both May picks. I finished some of them, okay? Some of them, I promise. So yeah, 90% of my shelves I need to get to. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Please answer the questions with me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Follow me on all my socials, and I will see you in the next one. Happy reading!